Hey everyone, it's me, William Dines. I am back with another tutorial for MultiVersus, and I hope you're ready to bow down, because I bring with me the king. That's right, LeBron James, four-time NBA champion. Let's just get to the lab and do this thing already. While we're looking at King James for a second, we just got to pay attention to the amazing detail. Like, if you're standing one way, he's dribbling with his right. If you look the other way, he's dribbling with his left. If you listen, you can hear his sneakers, which is just insane. If he goes down and you just hold down, the man starts tying his shoes. This is ridiculous. Like, they put a lot of attention and detail into this, and I absolutely love it. Here we are with King James, and let's start with his perks. Our first perk is for 3. So, with this perk, allies that hit enemies with the basketball from very far away cause the basketball to explode, dealing damage and knocking back all enemies. So let's take a look. Alright, so a normal pass. So normal pass just does that, just a little knockback. But with for 3, it dribbles and there's a little bit of an explosion at the end there. Next we have keep possession. When LeBron and his allies receive a pass, they gain gray health for a few seconds. So you can see if I pass Shaggy the ball, he gets a little bit of gray health. Gray health is nice in this game because it acts as a damage sponge. So if he takes a couple of hits, he'll at least prevent 3 extra damage from hitting him. Our last perk is Hot Hands. If LeBron completes a no-look pass to his ally, the basketball is ignited. If LeBron dunks an ignited basketball, he ignites all damage enemies and creates a firewall on the ground. So for Hot Hands, let's start with the no-look pass. For LeBron, his neutral special will pass the ball. Now, if you tap the pass button and then tap the opposite direction as you're tapping it, you'll actually pass the ball away doing a no-look pass. So that's the first part of Hot Hands. So if you tap pass and then you look away, if you tap pass and look away, no-look pass, alright? Now for the next part of Hot Hands, you have to have him actually pass the ball forward. So no-look pass, it's ignited, and then it sets a fire. Alright, let's do that again. No-look pass, let him throw it. Boom, that's how you activate Hot Hands. Now that the perks are done, so let's take a look at the passives. Our first passive is going to be LeBron will gain a basketball if he hits an enemy while he doesn't have one already. So LeBron starts every match with a basketball. If his basketball is gone, just hitting his enemy will get him a new basketball. Nice. The second passive is if LeBron hits an ally with his basketball projectile, so if he passes it to them or if it bounces off the enemy and hits them, it'll attach to them. When LeBron's ally does a directional attack, they will shoot the basketball projectile in that direction. But that doesn't mean it'll go up if they up attack or down if they down attack. It'll just go left or right depending on the direction that they're facing. The last passive is if the basketball hits an enemy, it'll bounce upwards, giving LeBron an alley-oop. This is if LeBron's ally hits the opponent with the basketball, it'll bounce up giving an alley-oop. Let's take a look. Alright. This acts very much like Finn's side B where you can teleport from anywhere. But if you side B in the wrong direction, you will do the attack in the wrong direction. Now we're going to go into all of LeBron's attacks. LeBron is special because he has a moveset with his basketball and a moveset without his basketball. So let's start with grounded. Neutral will be shoulder check. LeBron charges a shoulder check where he dashes forward, gaining armor throughout the entire attack if he has the ball. Without the basketball, he just charges a push. So with the ball, you can see LeBron gains a shield if you hold it, or you could just tap it for a quick shoulder charge. And without the ball, LeBron will, you could either charge this up or you could do a short pass. He calls for a foul because, you know, why not? Or if you charge all the way up, he says something that we probably don't want to know. Coming your way. This move's probably going to be hard to hit fully charged, but if you're over the ledge, you will get some you'll get some hit markers over the ledge over there. Grounded side attack is dime drop. LeBron does a combo of swipes, sending him into the air and end with an alley-oop. This is going to be 3 swipes, or without the basketball, he'll do a forward steal. His grounded side special is going to be dime drop. LeBron does a combo of swipes, sending him into the air and ending with an alley-oop. Without the basketball, LeBron will do a forward steal. So, He's going to go 1, 2, 3, end it with that. It's more of a finger roll than an alley-oop. Like, look at this. So pretty, that nice little layup. And then without the basketball, he's just going to go forward, snatch that ball back. Cookies! Cool thing about this move, just like Finn's, if you checked out the Finn video, you can cancel out of this on the second hit. So you go 1, 2, and then when you cancel on the second hit, you will be in the air. So you could do your air neutral, or you go 1, 2 into your up air, or you can go 1, 2 into down air, but that's almost never going to hit unless you add a jump to it. Or you can cancel out of the first hit into down, first hit into up, first hit into pass. You cancel the first hit into a charge attack. So you could either cancel on the first hit or the second hit into a lot of different other moves. You can also change the direction of your forward attacks too. It's helpful if you lose your opponent in the middle of the combo. His grounded up attack is going to be take it to the rim. LeBron spins the basketball on his finger, or without the basketball, he'll leap upward and he'll swipe. You can't hold it though. You would think that if it's spinning it, you could just sit there and hold it, but you can't. So here it is. It actually, at 0, can combo into 2 hits if they don't air dodge right away. So it's not a true combo. But you can combo into it pretty well. So like I showed you with side and then up. Or down into up. Down side up. And then without the ball, he's going to do an up swipe. But there's actually no ground hitboxes with this. So no matter where they are, there's just no hitbox. They have to be above you. So let's get some damage on him. There we go. There we go. His last grounded neutral move is going to be down, and that's going to be work the floor. Work it. LeBron sweeps his basketball around his ankles, hitting multiple times. Without a basketball, he'll slam his hands downward. His down attack is pretty cool because it actually has a forward hitbox and it has a backwards hitbox. It's very unreliable, but there is actually a middle point where you could hit twice. There you go. It did 11 damage, but you can't really rely on that in the middle of a fight. And without a basketball, if you see LeBron smacks the ground, I love this move just because it's so intense, and it's something this man would probably do. Like in the finals, there's only 5 seconds left, and he's just like, yo, bring it. This move can also spike at the edge of the stage. If you hit that down there, it will hit, so you could actually guard the edge of the stage with this. I think the green is the entire hitbox where that circle is, and that's just crazy. Alright, now into the air moves. LeBron's neutral air is make room. LeBron sweeps his basketball around his hips. Without a basketball, he pounds his chest, pushing his enemies away. So if you jump, he just passes around, does a little spin move behind the back. This is crazy. Like, any basketball player would just love watching it. So if we hit it, this move is actually very good because it hits from behind as well. This is going to be a very good combo move in the air. Either you're coming in with it, or you're hitting it from behind. And without the basketball, LeBron does his patented chest slap. I love seeing this. So if you hit this, you get your ball back as well. It's also a very good combo move. You could actually just come in with the chest slap. And I also think this hits behind too. Yeah, it hits behind also, which is very good. Forward air is going to be check. LeBron will pound the basketball. Without the basketball, he'll do a forward steal. So he just slaps the ball. This is a good approach move. It's got a pretty wide arc. You just come in without the ball. He does another cookies, but in the air. Hold on. There you go. It's actually got some decent reach as well. And for those of you wondering why I'm saying cookies, it's just a thing in sports and basketball and football. If you steal the ball from someone, you can snatch it and just yell cookies. Up air is going to be alley-oop. LeBron will alley-oop his basketball, and without the ball, he'll swipe overhead. So once again, this is more of a layup. This is more of a finger roll. Alley-oop is when your teammate passes the ball and you dunk it, but you know what? It's an alley-oop for the game. Anyway, just like his up air, there are no hitboxes beneath him. There's a small hitbox in front of him. So if you're in front or if you're leading with this, it's hard because you have to hit him with the ball coming up. So if you don't time this right, you can't lead with this attack. You're better off coming in with a forward air. Alright, and without the ball, same thing as just his grounded one. He just swipes up. You almost would think that I'm doing the same move. And down air, watch your head. LeBron tosses the basketball through his legs. Without the basketball, he will swipe down. I love this move just because it is a sick crossover. Like, look, this man is crossing you up. Watch your ankles out there. I hope you have your shoes tied. Anyway, this move will also spike. Alright. This move does spike. And it also can combo into his down neutral attack. It could cancel into his forward. You actually could probably combo into the whole thing. My fingers weren't so slippery. There we go. You can combo into the whole thing. But he crosses you up and it'll spike. Without the ball, it's a down. This looks vicious. It's a down smack. And I believe that it will spike. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, the force off the ground. So at high levels, this is probably going to be a kill move as well. Specials. First one is buckets. If you've never... LeBron back in the day when he shot threes, he used to go buckets.
Buckets?
So neutral attack is going to be buckets. LeBron will aim the basketball projectile. He can even aim behind himself. Without a basketball, LeBron will summon a new one. Cooldown applies to summoning a basketball. So neutral, you just pass the ball. And if you don't hit, it will just keep bouncing. So this is how an ally could pick up the ball. And as long as it's rolling and has a green aura, it'll keep doing damage to enemies that run into it. Now, without the ball, LeBron calls for another ball. And as I showed earlier with the perks, you can actually do a no-look pass. And this is the cooldown. You can't call for another ball, so you know what you do. You snatch it, and you take a new one. There you go. So what that means is with this move, you could actually have multiple balls in play. So you could actually pass the ball, snatch a ball, pass the ball, and then call for a ball. So you could have a lot of balls in play. It's kind of ridiculous. And in the air, it's going to be similar to the ground. So you just pass that ball. Side special is going to be L train. LeBron will launch into the air and then dunk the basketball downward, creating a shockwave projectile on the ground that deals weakened and destroys his basketball. Without the basketball, he'll shoulder charge forward. If LeBron's ally is thrown his basketball and hits an enemy, LeBron will instead warp to the basketball's location and perform a dunk. Pretty much, if you've ever watched basketball, this is called putting you on a poster, alright? LeBron's going to put you on a poster. Now, if you do this move on top of your opponent, it is not going to hit. All of the hitboxes are in front. There's no hitboxes beneath. There's no hitboxes where you're standing. You have to be in front, and it will spike. It'll slap down. It'll kill, alright? At high damages, this will kill. It only does 7. If you notice, there's no weakened on Shaggy. If you want to get the weakened, you have to actually be back further and let the shockwaves hit. And it does more damage. 18 damage and it applies 5 stacks of weakened. Versus if you hit the spike, 7 damage, but you have the potential to kill. And in the air, it does the same thing. One thing I forgot to mention, with side B, you can actually control it in the air. So you can hold forward to go forward, or you could actually hold backwards to bring it back. This will help for comboing later on. But yeah, you have a little bit of control where it goes. Up special is Got Hops. LeBron will shoot his basketball upwards as a projectile. He can charge to delay the throw. Without a basketball, he'll throw his chalk upwards. This move is cool because it's a lot of setup, but once you get good at it and you know your arc, you can actually combo people into this. So LeBron will shoot the ball up as a projectile, and it does damage as it hits. And as I was saying before, if you know how to do it, you could actually combo into it. Shaky would have had to be at more damage, but you could shoot. So if I shoot from here, so stuff like that. If you do that over the ground, Shaky will get spiked at higher damages. It's very deadly and it could kill. If you hold it, he pump fakes, which is amazing. He freaking pump fakes. This will throw your opponents off, and you're probably going to get the 3 if you do this. I love the detail in this move because they actually have LeBron's follow through. Like, LeBron follows through like this when he plays the game. It's crazy. And he blows into his hand also. Like, this is LeBron James. This is ridiculous. Without the ball, up special, LeBron does his panted chalk move. If you ever watched him do his pregame ritual, he tosses up the chalk. Alright. And this move, he's just gonna toss that chalk up. However, this move does not give you a basketball. Alright? So just remember that if you're using this, it will not give you a basketball. In the air, the move will do the same thing, except when you hold it, LeBron will drift upwards instead of doing the pump fake. No matter what, he goes upwards, but the distance you go up is a lot higher. So this is just shooting it, jump and hold it. You definitely float a whole lot more. And in the air, LeBron does an upward. It's similar to the chalk, but without actually throwing the chalk, so there's no projectile portion of it. And he swipes. This can actually kill in the air, and it's got a decent reach. Down special is going to be denied. LeBron will slam his basketball as a projectile downward, bouncing into the air. Without a basketball, he'll create a fence. Defense. Sorry, it's a joke. Without a basketball, he'll create a fence projectile that blocks incoming projectiles. That's a lot of projectiles in one sentence. If a projectile is blocked, LeBron will gain his basketball back. So let's get that ball back. If LeBron slams it down, the ball will just bounce here, but it does have a timer. It won't stay there forever. There you go. And if your opponent runs into it, it will do damage. I ran into it, so I destroyed it, but here you go. It looks like they can't be hit more than once, though. And the move will actually damage on hit too, so you can use it as a combo. Once again, there's no hitboxes on yourself. The hitbox is only on the ball. So you go side special down, or side attack into down special. Or you can go neutral into down. There you go. Now, without the ball, LeBron goes defense. Defense, and it'll block a projectile. So let's have Shaky throw us a projectile. This is actually very responsive. I'm shocked. This is significantly better than Finn's. And you get your basketball back right away. This is, you could almost do it as the projectile's hitting you and you're set. Let's see how long it lasts. That's not bad. This is instantaneous. It's instantaneous. I'm hitting neutral. Oh, because I have a ball already, that's why. There you go. It's instant. It's crazy. Now, in the air, it does similar, but LeBron will slam the basketball through a hoop before shooting it downward. So in the air, he'll slam it down. Now this move, like the ground one, if they're directly below you, will not hit. You have to be in front of them for it to hit. And this move, believe it or not, will actually spike. If you see, there's ground bounce. So that means if they're off the edge, You can throw it downward or jump and throw it downward. You got yourself a free spike. That's crazy. Look at... Oh my god, if you can deflect this off and get a kill that way, I need... If someone can manage to do that, I need a video of it. Just send me a video. I don't even care. You can use this to guard the ledge for you. There's actually a decent amount of utility to this move. And you don't always have to use the air one. You can just throw it down. If you can get a kill, I'm losing my mind. If you could get a kill with this, I need a video of it. Like, I'd send it on Twitter, do whatever. I'm going to be aiming for it because you could deflect this. And you could get kills, you could edge guard. I'm going to be trying stupid stuff with this move. So before we get into combos, just overall gameplay, LeBron is classified as a brawler, but he does have mage-like capabilities because he has a projectile that's so easily used. And you don't have to be afraid of spamming it because you could get it back fairly cheaply. Like this. You could just call the ball, and if you really want to be annoying, you could just zone him out the whole way. Just juggle him. That's all LeBron's moves, so let's look at some combos, alright? We're going to start with some grounded stuff, then we'll move to some air stuff. So starting with his forward attack, like I said, there's different points of canceling. So if you cancel on the first hit, you could do forward into down. You can go forward into up. Starting with forward attack, I like this because it has the 2 different points of canceling out for combos. So you could go 1 hit into down, you could go 1 hit into up, just like on TV. You go 1 hit into charge, 1 hit into pass, 1 hit into down special. You go forward into neutral into pass. A little quick one could be forward into up air. Or forward into up into neutral air. Off the second hit, since you're going to be in the air, you can cancel into a lot of air moves. So you could go 2 hits into neutral air. You could short hop into down air. You could short hop into forward air. There we go. Also for forward attack, you can go forward, down, forward, and finish that string of combos. Or go into something else like forward, down, forward, forward air. You'd also go forward, down, forward into forward special, but you have to get your drift right. Low tower would be forward, forward into down air into up air. Now if you want to try to juggle a little bit, you could go down attack, into up air, into up special. You could also dish the ball out a little bit with forward, down, forward, forward pass, and try to keep the string going after that. Keep on the pressure. It's not a true combo, but it's keeping the pressure on, and that's pretty nice. Going to down special out forward attack is also going to set up some air combos. Right now I'm going to freestyle for a second. I'll put the inputs in below. If you're leading with a down air, you could also go into your side attacks. But you gotta remember to change direction if you have to. There you go. You could also lead on side air. So right now I'm gonna go side air into grounded side attack, into up air. You might even be able to catch him with the ball at the end. And at this point, you just have to get creative, because you could do almost anything with LeBron. He's just amazing.
Got it.
You might be able to get a spike combo off. Alright, so we're going to end on a little bit of creativity that I found while making this video. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. I gotta stop here. My hands are shaking, they're sweating a lot, my right one's a little bit numb. It's just because LeBron's so amazing. They opened him up to be so creative. You could do a ton of things. I couldn't possibly show you everything you could do. So what I want you to do is at me on Twitter, at WilliamDNess. Show me your crazy combos. Show me your awesome knockouts in the arena. Also, in the comments, don't forget to drop who you want to see next and any ideas you have for future videos. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying these and that you want to see more. I gotta go ice my hands. I'll catch you next time. Hey guys, we found a bug. If you reset and shoot the ball to LeBron, it counts as a new ball and you pass it. It's just a practice bug. It's nothing you can't do in the real game, but it's kind of cool. So you could reset, pass, catch your own ball, pass it, and slam dunk. It's kind of crazy.